Alrighty, hope everyone's having a fantastic day. I am very unsure if this is gonna work. Bum, bum, bum. All right, so let me know if this is coming through. I think I authenticated here. Let me hit refresh. All right, so it looks like we might be going. This little system here is a little bit behind, but what we're looking at today is some unique marketing strategies for you this very year. Happy Sunday to you. Who do we have here? Awesome. Well, unfortunately it doesn't pull the names in from Facebook, so I apologize on that front, but happy Sunday to you as well. All right, so who do we have here? Ann Smith Blanco, welcome. Demi, hello, how's it going? All right, so we're looking at some unique strategies to market our real estate business. I want to come on here and share these strategies that are gonna help you. Some of these are very simple to deploy. All of them are free, so happy for you to know that. My goal here whenever I'm sharing information is that you keep and preserve as much money in your pocket as possible. Sometimes you do have to pay, not me per se, but in terms of Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads, and things of that nature. So I'll give you really the strategies, the ads to actually run, so you don't have to learn a lot through your own pocket. You can learn through the strategies and the ways that we run things here from the agency perspective and also from the real estate group that I have, so you don't have to spend money out of your bank account to learn these lessons. So you get to learn by proxy. So there's a lot of things that I prove out, then I share with you directly, so you don't have to go through that trial and error. So today, the 6 strategies that we're looking at are all free. They're all very simple to deploy. Some of them are going to take literally 15 minutes to do, if that. Some of them may take a little bit longer to get off the ground, but at the end of the day, once you integrate these into your business, every little bit is going to help you. So all of these are designed to be additional to your business. So it's not a one standalone strategy that we've cut up 6 different ways. So we're really going from a overview perspective. All right, so as you're coming in, let me know where you're listening from, and also a like is going to go a long way. I don't schedule these far enough in advance to get YouTube to send these out in notification form, so that is my fault. First things first, let's get right into it. Chatbots. So chatbots have been with this channel, they've been a love-hate type of a situation, love-hate type of thing for me, because chatbots are commonly sold as the end-all be-all, the things that are going to solve your business, are going to bring you all this business, they're going to qualify everybody for you, and you're going to get a ton of leads. That's how it's built out. That's what you're being fed, but we know that that's not true. The reason I put chatbots here specifically now is when I say chatbots, I want you to integrate chatbots into your websites. So I want chatbots to live in your websites. I want any digital asset that you have, I want a chatbot to live there for that engagement. So a chatbot is nothing more than automated. Think of it like email marketing, but on the internet on your website. So there's that. We've all gone to a Verizon or an AT&T or any Fortune 500 company, and they have a little support box down here. That's what I'm talking about. But beyond the support box, I want that chatbot to provide value to your users. So provide an invitation to connect with you, because when somebody goes over to your website and are looking through, seeing what's happening on your website, very rarely will they fill out a contact form. Very rarely will they reach out to you. But if you make it so easy by just having a chatbot there to just start a conversation, it will help you out tremendously. Now, I'm not asking you to go out there and spend money. Again, the whole goal here is not to spend money. Chatbots are very, very simple. You can actually get chatbots that are custom for you. Actually, my brother actually customizes chatbots for Fortune 500 companies, come to think of it. So that's pretty cool. But there's mini chat. There's different other bot providers or chatbot creators that you could easily use. But I'm not even talking about those companies because those cost money. I'm talking about your Facebook Messenger. That can be seen as a chatbot, given that it's free to use and you can embed it on your website right now, and people can start DMing you immediately. So when somebody goes to your website and they see your little chatbot down there, you start a DM conversation immediately. So a lot of people don't realize that you can actually integrate your DM, your private messenger from Facebook onto your website, and it's absolutely free. There's tutorials on YouTube. One of them happens to be mine. I made this, must be 3 years ago now. I made that video sharing with you how to integrate your chatbot into, I think at the time was, WordPress, ClickFunnels, and Squarespace. I think those were the 3 websites that I helped connect. So just give you an idea of where we're coming from. Rachel, welcome. Oh no, sorry. You commented, Rachel. So she is, oh, thank you, Anne. Thank you for inviting Rachel into the conversation. Chatbots. So again, that's the first thing that we're looking at. There's plenty of tutorials out there that show you how to do that. Now on to the second marketing tip, second marketing strategy, second marketing idea, if you want to call it that, are putting polls up and Q&A, asking people for engagement on your social media. This works incredibly well on your stories, as an example, your Facebook, your Instagram, things of that nature. You can have poll questions. You can make a post out there and ask for people's opinion. That's a great way to get that engagement. That's a great way for people to really help you, not only from an algorithm perspective, but also start vetting themselves out as leads for you. So one very simple strategy to deploy is on your stories. If you go to your stories right now, LinkedIn used to have stories for a couple of months in last year, but they did away with them. So when I say stories, I mean Instagram and I mean Facebook. Let's hang in there for a second so you get a tangible, actionable thing to deploy right now. Going over to your Facebook and Instagram stories and creating a poll question, or just a Q&A, basically. Doesn't even need to be a poll, and asking, do you plan to buy a home this year? Yes or no? That's it. Do you plan to buy a home, or do you plan to purchase a home this year? Yes or no? Putting it on your stories. And depending on how large your audience is, some of you get thousands of people engaging on your stories. You have a very active audience. Well, if you get even 50 people, if you get 100 people, if you get 500 people commenting on that, that is one direct way that people give you their intention. So if you see somebody comment, let's just say you make that post on your stories, you ask yes or no, or do you plan to purchase a home in this year? Put yes or no. The people that put yes, you click on that and you see it's a high school friend or a college buddy or somebody in your family that you had no clue even existed. Well, you go through and you start having a conversation with them. Hey, thanks so much for commenting. I see that you're going to purchase this year. Where do you plan to purchase? Right? Isn't that pretty cool? Let me know if you've tried that down in the comment section down below. What do you think of that strategy? I really, that's one of the strategies that immediately when we deployed it, we had 3 people working with one of our agents immediately, just with one simple post. So let me know if you've tried that before or any feedback on that particular post. It works incredibly well on stories. It also works incredibly well on the feeds. So asking questions, doing Q&As, doing poll questions is incredible. So I'll give you another one. You have the ability of creating polls in your normal post. So if you just create a poll, are you a homeowner or a renter? Those are 2 options. Are you a homeowner or a renter? So you see the people that are renters, well, they might potentially be looking to buy at some point. And the people that put homeowners, well, they might in the future, if statistics tells us anything, they're going to sell, right? So these are all just so very easy to do, very tactical strategies that you can implement in your business. Notice I didn't tell you to take out your credit card and run a Facebook ad, a Google ad, a YouTube ad, anything. You have all that you need right now. You have access to so many viewers thanks to, regardless of what you think of Mr. Zuckerberg, thanks to Mr. Zuckerberg, you have access to everyone like that, right? You don't have to keep up with emails. You don't have to keep up with phone numbers. You don't have to call. On social media, people are living, so might as well use their attention, their active participation in these platforms to your benefit to get business. Cool. So before I go on a long rant, I will move on to the third strategy. So again, first strategy, get some chatbots on your website. Second strategy, start asking some poll questions, some Q&As, get some engagement on your social media. Yes, I've done it before and it was successful. I love that. I love that. Bridget Hill coming through. Bridget Hill's fantastic broker out of North Carolina. She is fantastic. Thanks so much for hanging out, Bridget. I'm glad that you've taken action in that regard. And the third strategy is one that I'm using right now, which is live streams. Live streams are incredible because here's what's cool. And I'll be completely candid with you. I did not want to make a video today. I didn't. I just didn't want to make a video. So what I did was a compromise because I recognize that if I don't make a video, my family doesn't eat. Is that extreme? Sure. But really where my growth has exponentially, my businesses have grown exponentially has been thanks to you, viewers like you, and through YouTube. So I recognize that if I don't make a video, my family doesn't eat. Again, that's a little bit extreme, but we need to use charged words sometimes to get us motivated. That just happens to be my trigger. It's if you don't make a video, your family doesn't eat. It's that life or death for me. So a big compromise was creating a live stream. Why? Well, one, I get to engage with you. That's fun. That's cool. Instead of waiting for the video to get edited, for me to review it, and uploading it, and wait for somebody to comment. Now I have a direct connection with you. You can ask any questions that you want. Chances are I'll feature it and then I'll expand upon it. So it allows me to real time get more use out of this platform and gives you the ability of having by proxy let's just call it a consult session. But anyway, just from a practical standpoint, a live stream is incredible because now I don't have to record and then send it over to my editor and then wait for the editor to edit it, then me to review it, send back for corrections, getting my thumbnail person involved in actually I still have to get my thumbnail person, that doesn't change. But as far as getting the final product out, the moment that we get through here in a couple of minutes, the moment that this video is done, right? And then it's gonna start doing the heavy lifting, right? So this is, again, live streams are a great way for you to get out of your shell, get things done. It's a great way to have the platforms themselves push you. You may not be on YouTube. You may, I wish you would, but you may not be on YouTube. You may be on Facebook. You may be on Instagram. Both of them have a live feature, right? So whenever you're on Facebook and you go live, well, Facebook is going to push out notifications to those users that are more likely to come onto the platform and go to your live stream. Same thing with Instagram. When you go live on Instagram, you see those notifications right there in the center saying, Jaime Resendiz, this is going live. Join. So you go over there and then you join. So that's a great way for the platforms to go out there and promote you and bring attention to you. So you see the platforms themselves draw an audience to you. Cool? So that's a great way to, again, this is one of those simple things that you can do that are at your beck and call, just at your disposal right now, that don't involve launching an ad, don't involve you having to do any of that. So let's not make it more complex than it is. All right, so fourth strategy is doing some video tours. Video tours is really leveraging the big elephant in the room, which is video. Video, in the grand scheme of things, 80% of the content that's being consumed on the internet, of all the content out there, 80% of it is being consumed in the video format. So that means that of everything that you see out there, whether it's a blog, whether it's social media, whether it's whatever, the content's actually being consumed in video format for the most part. So 80% of the content out there is being consumed in video. So one of the great ways that especially if you don't have any business, one of the great ways that you start getting business is by going and doing tours of properties, doing tours of the city, doing tours of the neighborhood, sharing with people what it actually looks like, right? So it gives you the opportunity of appearing like you're a little bit busier than you actually are. So here's where you can actually marry the previous example or the previous tip, going live and doing video tours, where you go to a property. It can be occupied. You can just do a pre-showing if you're curious on how that works. Just schedule a pre-showing. You don't have to have a client with you, or you can go to a vacant property and go on live and then just do a video tour. Allow people to come with you on your day so you can make some content out of it. And by you going live in a property, you're reminding people, hey, I'm a real estate agent. Hey, let's check out this property, right? Gives people the opportunity of seeing you in action. And outside of remembering that you're in real estate, that the people remember that you're in real estate, it gives people an opportunity to see you as the authority because you're going live. You're in your element, and you get to explain the home buying process, the home selling process, what you look for in properties, what not to look for in properties, what's important, what's not important. Cool. So that gives you an opportunity to really blend in so many different marketing strategies into one and really amplifying what you're doing. So whenever we're working with new agents, specifically new agents, we have the scripts. We share with agents that join us in the group. We share all the scripts, we share all that fun stuff. But around week 2 in our onboarding process, week 2 or 3, I can't remember now. Week 2 or 3 in our onboarding process, I actually encourage every single agent to block out the afternoon and go out there and show homes. Stop practicing the scripts, stop prospecting for a second. Let's go out there and do some video tours. Let's go out there and be seen in the community and really amplifying your social media. So that's really how a lot of the agents that join us here at the Agent First group have been able to grow massive businesses incredibly quickly because of that one strategy alone. Cool. All right, so let me know if you have any questions. I see a thumbs up right there, and I appreciate the thumbs up and for you being here. Influencer marketing. This one is so underutilized right now. It's not even funny. Influencer marketing exists. It's here to stay. And what influencer marketing is basically you paying somebody that has some attention, a little bit of money in exchange for a shout out, for a commercial, basically. So think of it like traditional media. Think of it as a news station, whatever it happens to be, or any channel station, whether you're a Fox person or a CNN person, I don't care. Think of those platforms that have access to millions of people, right? Well, you have advertisers that advertise on shows directly. You have advertisers that run commercials. You have advertisers that use that platform to share their message. There's a lot of influencers, meaning people that have a large following on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, on podcasts, blogging, Pinterest, everywhere. You have a lot of people that have gathered attention, that have garnered attention into the hundreds, into the thousands, into the millions, that you can pay a couple of bucks to do a shout out for you. One of the most common ways to do that is to go on Instagram and find an influencer, somebody that has a captive audience that might be speaking along the same lines as what you have to offer, which is real estate, and ask them to do a paid shout out for you. Ask them to do a little promo for you. And the price is going to vary. If you're going to reach out to like Kim Kardashian, which has hundreds of millions of followers, yeah, it's going to cost you $1 million for a paid promo. We may not have that kind of budget, but we do have the budget to reach out to those influencers that are in a little niche, in either geographical niche where they speak everything about a specific city, or a interest-based niche, meaning they're interested in golfing, they're interested in knitting, they're interested in whatever. So I'll give you a little strategy here. One of the little hacks here is some golf influencers out there. I can't name them by name because one, I don't remember them, but also I wouldn't share exactly their name anyway. So golfing typically requires a little bit of money, typically, and I'm a golfer. So I'm not saying that I have money, but I'm just saying I know what it costs to go golf at any one point in time. So if those people that are actively following those types of influencers, those golfer influencers, typically have a little bit of disposable income. So paying those influencers that are speaking specifically to those people that are golfers, well, spending some money with them, asking them to do a paid shout out for you in the real estate space, so you as a real estate agent, isn't a bad play. It's not a bad play. Now, I just gave you a little secret hack. I'm not going to take you all the way through because then we would be competing directly on how I'm leveraging that. However, just gave you enough to go out there and take action. So identify some influencers that are in a similar, they don't have to be in the similar niche, but the closer that you get to the niche itself, the harder it's going to get. So if you do a paid sponsorship for another real estate agent, from another real estate agent as an example, it's going to be challenging because you're competing for the same person, if you will. So that's where individuals like that are influencers, you're better off doing a collaboration. So with YouTube as an example, me reaching out to people that are speaking to you real estate agents, whom is my target audience, that's where you see a lot of the collaboration. Here this week, we actually have a few live streams lined up with some people that are going to bring you value. So on Tuesday, I think we're going to go live with an Instagram expert. Next week, we're going to speak to a cold calling expert. I believe Aaron's going to be on next week. This week, we're going to have Chelsea. And I think we're going to go live on Tuesday. So I need to confirm that. But just give you some different perspective. Influencer marketing is very undervalued right now. You could reach out to a loyal fan base that have, again, hundreds, thousands, into millions of people in their influence, if you will, their sphere of influence, that would gladly reach out to a real estate agent. Does your email responder work for affiliate marketing? No, I don't create anything specifically for affiliate marketing. Let's see here. Number 6, Google My Business. Google My Business is something I've been beating this drum for about 3 years. Google My Business is still underutilized. Google My Business is a free platform that Google gives you access to. It's a way for you to get on the directory. So think of it back in the old days when you would put your business on the yellow pages. Well, the yellow pages of the internet right now, they're on Google My Business. So if you want to get on the yellow pages of Google, that would be a pretty good place to start, right? So same way that you go and create a profile on Zillow or on Trulia or on Realtor.com, you go and create a profile on Google where it actually matters. People aren't going directly to Zillow to try to find a real estate agent. They just aren't. They're going to Google and typing in top real estate agent in Dallas, Texas, best real estate agent in Crowley, top agent in enter any city or real estate agent near me, right? And unless you have a Google My Business account, which again is free, it's going to be incredibly difficult for you to rank. It's going to be definitely incredibly difficult for you to be found. So Google My Business is something we absolutely need to get on quickly. All right, Brad, collaborate with an agent on the other side of town. 100%. 100%. I'd like to think that most agents could see the abundance in this industry. Now, I am also not a big fan of there's enough business for everybody. I'm just not, especially when NAR just this week released their numbers. I think there's about 1.5 million real estate agents out there in members of NAR, 1.475 or something like that. So if For those people that are willing to work, the business is there. But the whole adage of there's enough business for everyone, that is statistically not possible. Is not possible. With 1.5 million licenses out there, with the open doors, the Zillows, the iBuyers buying a lot of that, with homeowners having the power of information at their fingertips. So you have more FSBOs, you have more investors out there just buying properties, whether that's a cash buyer or whatnot, and more real estate agents. So let's not be silly, right? So I was about to go on a rant. It was a mini rant. There you go. That's what I really believe. I don't believe there's enough business for everyone. I just don't, because it's statistically not possible. There's enough business for those people that are willing to work. All right. Well, that made a left turn quickly. Alrighty, so I'm gonna stop before I get in trouble. I appreciate every single one of you. Go out there and implement one of these strategies. You don't have to do all 6, but you do have to do something in your business in order to stay in business. So, chatbots, they are absolutely crushing it. Great for engagement. Go and put those on your website. Asking polls and Q&As. Doing Q&As, creating polls, creating that engagement. Live streams, doing live streams. This is evident of that right now. I appreciate everyone that's hopping on. Video tours, get out there and record some videos. They're super easy to do. Influencer marketing. Influencer marketing is so underutilized right now. We're seeing a high return on investment there. And then Google My Business. Go out there and get some Google My Business. Let's see. Looking forward to learning from those influencers in the Agent First group. Bam. Absolutely, Bridget. Bridget's a member of the Agent First group. Y'all should consider doing that. Y'all should consider joining us. There's a link down below. I'm doing a live Facebook tour. I never do because I'm a free control. I'm doing a live, what's that, Ann? I'm doing a live Facebook tour. I never do because I'm a control freak. You're thinking about doing or you're doing? Sorry, Ann. I might just be butchering what that actually says. I appreciate every single one of. I'm gonna go do a live Facebook tour of a home. Boom, there it is. Ann is taking action. She is gonna go out there and crush it. Appreciate everyone coming by, hanging out. If I can be of any service, let me know, and